we need to push the plate over because I just fell right in that hole, like twice. So I guess we need to fill that in. Good morning everybody and welcome back to a brand new video. Girls are enjoying a nice dry bale right now. We do have a rat bale that we're going to give them later after we're done milking. We are currently all set to start milking. We've got all the machines carried down. The cart you can see down there. We got our sawdust already. This last load we got is different. It almost smells like it's yellow birch or something. A little piece like this, it just kind of looks like birch. It's not gonna, there we go. So I'm not really sure if that's what it is or not. It is terrific stuff. This is the best load that we've gotten so far. You can see, this is what this cow looked like when we came in this morning. It's keeping them just much cleaner. You can see they're all like just completely clean. So yeah, really enjoying that load of sawdust, and I hope it keeps it up like this. We're really happy with the mill that we're at this year, so that is really good. Just wanted to show you guys that. I also wanted to show you guys that heifer that I showed you guys a few videos back. She is definitely going to calve this week. She might even calve tonight. She had a lot of clear stuff coming out of her this morning, so that's usually a sign that they're going to calve. You can see some of that on her tail there. So she's probably going to calve tonight, so I'm super excited about that. I will film some of that for you guys. Before we get into the video today, I did want to introduce a couple girls to you guys. This one right here. So this right here is Olive. She's about a 12-year-old pure Holstein. We've had her for probably 10 years. Got her when she was a first calf heifer, I believe. Something about her would be that she has a smiley face on her side. So that's kind of cute. Yeah, that is Olive. One of the other girls I wanted to show you, this right here is Reese. She is an Asher Holstein cross. We got her probably 5 years ago. I would say she's probably close to 8. She had had a couple calves before we got her. Something about her would be she is nearly dry. We've only been milking her once a day. But she has the biggest teats I've ever seen, especially when she calves. They're about 3 times the size when she calves. So big you can almost not get a machine on her. So that is something about Reese. So with the new year approaching fast, I thought that now would be a good time to just kind of sit down with you guys and talk about some of the problems that dairy farmers are going to be facing in 2023 and in the coming years. So first off, I just want to say that these problems are inclusive of small and large dairy farmers. Somebody's trying to say hi. And I'm going to be specifically speaking of dairy farmers. Some of these problems will also apply to grain farmers and farmers of all other types. But I'm going to be specifically talking about dairy farmers because I don't really have that much knowledge in any other field. So that is going to be what I'm specifically addressing today. A big problem for a dairy farmer is going to be the quota. We here in the Northeast are still on a quota. I'm not really sure if that extends to everybody else in the country or not. But I do know that there have been rumors of lifting the quota, but so far nothing has actually been done. That really limits the farmer's ability to add on to the herd just to make some extra money. It's not really a problem that we deal with specifically because in our tie stall barn situation, it's very hard for us to add on any amount of cows anyway, because you would have to bring in a whole other string of cows, and it just requires a lot more labor than adding on cows in a parlor. It won't really affect us. The pressure's kind of been on us since the quota got put in place anyway, just because it does limit the amount that we can push our cows, especially since it's taken as an average and our cows fluctuate because they are pasture cows. So it is very difficult to have an average with these cows. They go down in the winter and they go up extremely high in the summer when they're out grazing on green pastures. So it is kind of hard for us as well because we do have a pasture-based situation, but it is going to be particularly hard for large farms. Well, problem number 2 is obviously going to be the rising price of everything. Inflation is insane. You guys know diesel is crazy. Up here it is around $6 a gallon. I do know that it is a little bit cheaper in the Midwest, but there is a shortage. So that is going to really drive the cost of production up astronomically. Fertilizer, I heard, was going up another 30%. So just things like that is going to really add on to the cost of producing milk. And that's going to put a lot of strain on large and small farmers. So thing number 3, and probably one of the most important things, I think, is going to be labor. That there are extreme labor shortages in every industry, whether it be grocery stores or retail stores. Every business, restaurants are all having extremely hard problems finding workers, to the point where restaurants and stuff are actually closing down around here. So that's going to be really hard for farmers, especially large farmers, because they rely a lot more on a large number of workers. It's not so bad for small farmers because usually the owner themselves will do a lot of the work, and they can do a lot of the work on their own if need be, or they have relatives that could possibly help. But a lot of large farms the owner manages because it's just too much work to be done by themselves. So they do have to hire out a lot of the work that needs to be done, feeding the cows, milking the cows, raising the calves. A lot of that is going to be things you hire out, and it's going to be very hard for large farmers to find people who actually want to work and are actually willing to work on a farm. 20 years ago, it would have been high school students would work for you, college students in the summer, older people that were retired would work on farms, but nowadays you're not going to see as much of that. High school students aren't going to want to get a dirty job on a dairy farm when they could go to a department store, fast food store, or a grocery chain and make as much, if not more, and also have a clean, much less labor-intensive job. So it is already very difficult, but I think it's going to become more difficult for farmers to actually find a labor base in the coming year. So those were really the 3 important things that I could come up with that I thought were going to be major problems for dairy farmers in the coming years. So if you guys have anything to add to that, please comment down below things that you think are going to be very difficult for dairy farmers, or any farmer, if you're a grain farmer or maybe a beef farmer, just anything. Comment down below what you think. And these are just my opinions. So that's pretty much all for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of a bit of a depressing video, but farmers are strong and better times are coming, so we'll get through this like we always do. So if you know your local farmer, please say thank you to them because they work hard. And if you are a local farmer, thank you so much for all that you do. Keep it real and keep farming. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and comment down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!